Noel McGrath here for Severe MMA with Brad Pickett, ahead of his fight against Yuri Alcantara this weekend at UFC Tour. First of all, Brad, back in the UK, big fight card. How you feeling, mate?
I'm feeling good. Looking forward to getting there. I'll say feeling good, but I'm actually cutting weight now, so I'd rather have a massive meal in front of me, but no, not too bad.
You're back a couple of fights, obviously, at 35. You mentioned the weight there. 25 was obviously torture for you. I remember we spoke about it before, you said eating dust. A bit different, but still tough for you?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I still really kind of have the same sort of cut that I do 35 that I do at 25, but I just don't have to diet as far out, where I still cut the same amount of water weight. I cut like between 10 pounds, roughly 10, 12 pounds water cut, but I just don't have to diet as hard for a longer period of time, so I can, where at flyweight it was more a case of like do a training session, then get on the treadmill. Do a training session, do a bit of cardio. Yeah, it was I had to train to lose weight, and if I wasn't feeling great, I couldn't take a day off or anything like that. I had to like boom, at least go run. I got to run. I had to burn calories, So yeah, it wasn't fun, So it's more fun now training. I could train to get better rather than train to lose weight.
Ahead of your last fight, a lot of people, the media especially, mentioned the word retirement. Obviously, you got the win. And you seem to be more frustrated with the media for sort of creating that. And after you get in the win, you're obviously very relieved and happy. There's been no talk of that coming into this fight. It's obviously a lot easier for you as well.
100%. As in, like, I mean, I'm doing wrong. I see it from both angles. For me, fighting back in the O2 in London, in my hometown, coming off a few losses, it'd be a great story to say, I'm going to retire in my hometown in front of my fans, no matter what the outcome was. But, in a way, in a selfish way, that's what the media wanted, but it's not what I wanted. No one really truly asked me what I want, and I love my job. So it is hard. It's hard to say, like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I've been in the sport for a very long time. And like I say, I've carved a career out of this for myself. When I first started, it wasn't a legitimate career path. So now I'm at the stage of earning more money than I ever have done. And at the end of the day, I class this as, in a way, as a job, but a very enjoyable job, and I love my job, So, like, I love to do as much as I can. If I feel like I had nothing to offer, then yeah, I'm a proud person, and all my body decides to go like, hey, seriously, because obviously, for me, health is very important as well, and I do have a son, so yes, providing for my son is very important, but also being there for my son is very important as well. So, like, it is.
You're taking it one fight at a time, effectively.
Kind of taking one. I don't want to do a perfect example what Neil Seary's doing, where he's saying, after I fight Ian McCall, I'm going to retire, because he's fighting a guy who's number 3 in the world. What happens if he goes out there and knocks him out, feels great, and then I could get a title shot? So, like, it's hard to say that, like Dan Henderson. 100% nearly would have. He said he was going to retire after he fought Hector Lombard. Boom, knocks Hector Lombard out. Now he's got a title shot. He says he's going to retire after this one, but if he knocks out Bisping, he ain't retiring. Like, it's kind of almost one. It is easy to say, like, I'm going to go out on a high, on a win, and leave the sport and stuff like that. But it's way easier said than done, and I mean, like. Yeah, and everyone goes, oh, I've done it myself. I've been like, oh man, I think that guy should retire now and stuff like that. But I don't believe my performance is as bad as that. I believe my last performance was hindered by the pressures going into that fight, where it didn't matter who I fought that night. It could have been Dominic Cruz or the Postman. I found it really hard. I believe that if I fought Rivera right now, I put him away in a round or two, because without that pressure on me, So, yeah.
Just a couple more ones. Obviously, Yuri's a very experienced guy like yourself. I think you're both sort of similar age. Is it about for you in this fight finding a little bit of consistency? Obviously, it's been quite checkered your last number of fights. Is it about putting together maybe potentially a final push?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking at a final push, but at the end of the day, like I say, at the moment I'm seeing it as my job, and I'm seeing it as him as a challenge. I want to go out there and beat him and win and go for another door. I mean, like, if I beat him, I look at one way. If I lose, I go another way. So, like, for me, I'd like to, get a good win, in good style, and maybe like ask for a big fight, you know, because I'm in the sport now. I want to be involved in the big fights, and like so, like other people out there, maybe someone like a Uriah Faber or something like that. You know, I think that's a fight that that excite the fans. But obviously, I can't be shouting that unless I beat Yuri. So like, I want to get the job done Saturday night in fashion, do it well, and then after that, then we'll talk about where I want to go.
I look forward to just one final one for you. You mentioned it there a moment ago. Ian McCall and Neil Seery goes down in November in Belfast. You fought both guys before. How do you see that going? And have you any words for Neil Seery as well as a fighter? He's obviously going out for his last fight and retiring.
Well, obviously, Neil Seery, I love the guy. He saved my day by coming and fighting me. I really appreciate that. I'll be forever grateful. And he's a true honour to the sport. He's a true working class guy. He shows that a working class person. I believe, like myself, we're very similar in ways. You know, like we do it for the working class people. And so I wish him all the best. And it's one of those ones. I think Ian McCall's not the type of guy who's going to give a crap about anyone and put on a good fight. He's just going to try and get in there and win. And I believe he's just going to try and wrestle Neil Seery and not stand up with him one bit, you know. But Neil Seery's impressed me so many times where I've not counted him out. Maybe against Chris Beal, I thought, man, this guy's tough. But then he beat Chris Beal up. So you never could count out a guy like that. But I just feel that Ian McCall's a bit craftier, and I think he's just going to take him down and just do enough. He's not going to try and set the world alight or do anything crazy, but he's just going to do enough to win, I think.
Brad, it's always a pleasure. Do appreciate the time.
Appreciate it.